Live look at the White House, where President Trump is trying to fend off fresh allegations about his dealings with Russia.
Our Elizabeth Cook is here to break it all down for us now. Liz?
Veronica and Alan, it seems like a strange question for a president of the United States. But today, President Trump had to deny that he ever worked for Russia.
It's a lot of fake news.
President Trump is on the defense after two separate reports about his possible dealings with Russia. The Washington Post reported the president went to great lengths to hide the details of a meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin, even taking the notes from his own interpreter.
It was actually a very successful meeting, and I have those meetings with everything. I just know nothing about it.
The New York Times reported that the FBI opened an investigation into whether or not the president is secretly working on behalf of Russia, following the firing of former director James Comey.
I never worked for Russia. Not only did I never work for Russia, I think it's a disgrace that you even asked that question.
Members of the Trump administration say leaks are one reason the president has kept details of his meetings under wraps, and they argue the president has been very tough on Russia.
This president has expelled over 60 Russians from this country, closed 2 consulates. Our Treasury Department right over there has issued fresh new sanctions on Russia.
The top Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee, Mark Warner, says Congress passed the sanctions and the White House is dragging its feet.
Many of us would argue that while those sanctions have been put in place, the Trump administration has been very slow at implementing those sanctions.
Warner's committee has been investigating Russia collusion for nearly as long as special counsel Robert Mueller, almost 2 years. House Democrats are also expected to ramp up investigations of the Trump administration. The Oversight Committee will hold a public hearing with President Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, next month. The president's nominee for attorney general says the special counsel's investigation should be allowed to finish without interference. William Barr makes that point in written testimony as he prepares to face the Senate Judiciary Committee later on this week. Alan?